Hi, welcome to part 2 of the UNS-1 tutorial series for the Fokker F-28, and we are here at 30,000 feet cruising to Norfolk, and this is the nav screen. So what it'll do is it'll give you the last waypoint you're flying from in your flight plan and the current waypoint you're flying to. This is very important because you have no real magenta line to follow. So it is important to know that this is where you're at in your flight plan. It'll give you the time to the next waypoint. It'll also give you the distance. Now, this isn't going to count down. So in order to know how far away from your waypoint you are, you have to come up to your DME and you look there, you see we're counting down to our next waypoint at Mull. So what other information we got? So we got the cross-track information where the wind information. So we currently have a wind of 335 at 67 pointing at the tails, which gives us a 3. So it calculates it all. It gives us a 3 nautical mile an hour tailwind. Our current track across the ground, our current bearing to the next waypoint, 243. And then the track error message, we're right on track. So there's a couple things you can do here. There's a heading option, and what this does is you can, while staying in GPS navigation mode, you can command the heading to a different heading. So what that does is it allows you to remain on the GPS but run a different heading. Now, I don't know exactly what that would mean for you to do, why you would use something like that. I haven't encountered a situation yet that would be needed, but in order to, you could, so you track away and then you can come back on your GPS line by setting a crossing course and then just hit intercept, so that when you cross the GPS line, it'll intercept it and continue on in GPS. Maneuver. So what do we do? What's maneuver about? So this is how we could set up a hold. So we could set up a hold at any fix given. So let's say we want to do a hold at Mull. So we would hit 8, hit enter, and then we would set up the hold based on what ATC either gives us or published. You could set up the direction, whether it's right or left turn, the time, the distance, etc., and then you can arm the hold. So that's how you set up a hold using navigation. So if you're on VATSIM and ATC gives you a hold, you could just click on the fix and you're ready to go. But that is in the maneuver screen in the nav section. If ATC gives you, hey, go direct Mull, so you would click on DTO, direct to, and click on the list key, which would be 8. We would go direct Mull. So let's do that. And you click enter, and then now we're going direct Mull. It's automatically adjusted, and we're heading right there. And we'll be there in about 4 minutes. And if you could double check, we're about 30 miles away from Mull. And that's pretty much the navigation. So the final thing I wanted to show you is VNav. So VNav is an advisory VNav. So what you do is you set your target descent rate. So, say I want to descend at, 2,000 feet per minute, and then it will tell you that in order to reach your first constraint, you have to start your descent in 100 nautical miles. It doesn't give you a time, just the distance. Also, if you need to start early, it'll give you the advisory vertical speed. So if we start it down now, we would need to start at 950. And then you could just go up here and set your VS speed, click on, and it'll descend down. So because it doesn't have coupled VNav, you can't do a coupled RNAV approach. You have to do the old school where you step down via the chart and set a 3% or a 3-degree descent from final approach fix down, and that's how you do RNAVs with this. But the UNS-1, it gives you a lot of powerful options for the F-28, and it's quite a nifty little tool. Not very intuitive, but a nifty little tool. All right. So just to go some other things, we got performance. So this is giving you our current distance to the end. We have 28 minutes left in our flight. Our ground speed, fuel usage, endurance, range. All little pertinent information that we would need. And that's it. That's all you need. So, if you haven't seen part one will teaches you how to set up the flight plan and fuel page. This one is the use of the navigation page, direct to, and VNav. One final thing is you can tune the radios. It's a lot better than clicking it through, especially if you're on VATSIM. You just type in the frequency and hit enter, and it'll put it up at COM 1. So hopefully this was helpful, and thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and on to the next one, guys. See ya.